guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, hi, my name is Jessica and welcome to my channel. As you can tell by the title, today's video is going to be a challenge video. One of you wanted me to film the doing my makeup in reverse challenge, so that's exactly what I'm going to be filming for you today. So without further ado, let's get straight into the challenge. Okay, so pretty much what this challenge is that you do your makeup in reverse, obviously as the title tells. So what I would do at the end, I'm going to do first, and what I would do first, I'm going to do at the end. I usually start off with my eyebrows first, then move into eyes and face. So I'm going to start off with my face, move into the eyes, and then finish off with the eyebrows. So the very last step when I do my face is I set my makeup in place. So for that, I'm going to take the Milani Make It Last setting spray, and I'm going to set nothing. Okay, so here we go. This setting spray smells really good. The second thing that I do is I go in with highlight. For my highlighter today, I'm going to be taking the Mary Luminizer by the Balm Cosmetics on a Morphe M501 brush, and I'm just going to, I'm just going to highlight where I would normally highlight. Yeah, this is already emphasizing everything that I don't want shown. In the very end, I will also highlight the inner corner of my eyes, so that's what I'm going to do now. Okay, so that's the face highlighted. Then the next step that I do is I take blush. So for blush, I'm going to be using MAC Melba. I'm going to take that on a e.l.f. stippling brush. I feel like this is all pointless because it's going to get covered up with foundation. But I mean, I have to do this in reverse. I honestly can't tell if I have any blush on or not because my face is already like so red. We're just going to move on. Next, I'm going to take my bronzer. For my bronzer, I'm going to be taking the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer on a e.l.f. Not an e.l.f. on a Real Techniques blush brush. Underneath my lip, because I would normally be setting the cream contour that I would have put down. And then on the sides of my nose to Sister Snatch that schnoz.
I've been watching way too much James Charles.
So I'm going to take the Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder and set pretty much the entire face because I usually set the entire face. But I'm going to do it the way that I normally do it. So I first go in with a big blending brush. I'm going to use the Real Techniques powder brush, and I set the entire face with a light amount. And then I take a more dense brush. This is the e.l.f. blush brush, and I set underneath my eyes. And I also set my T-zone. And then the bridge of my nose, completely erasing that highlight that we put first. So now that the setting powder is done and I'm pretty much done with all my powders, now I'm going to move into the liquids. This is the part that scares me because liquid on top of powder, usually not the best combination, usually leads to a lot of texture. So let's see how this goes. So normally I would do primer, foundation, concealer, and cream contour, but since we're doing this backwards, we're going to start off with cream contour. So I'm going to take this Wet n Wild Mega Glow Makeup Stick Contour in the shade Oaks on You on my favorite Real Techniques Duo Fiber Contour Brush. So I'm going to just take some on the back of my hand to warm up that product and then stipple that onto my cheeks. This is looking tragic. I feel like because my foundation is so full coverage, it's going to cover up everything. Because of that, I'm going to go a little bit heavy with the bronzer here to see if maybe it could peek through the foundation. Moving on to concealer. For concealer, I'm going to be taking the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer in the shade Neutralizer. And I'm going to just apply some of this directly underneath my eyes with the applicator and then blending it out with the Real Techniques Complexion Sponge. Bye-bye highlight. Okay, so this is pretty much where I highlight. And there's my phone.
A few moments later.
Just found out my brother-in-law is coming over and I look like this. Great. Moving on. So now that I pretty much have the contour, the concealer set, I'm going to blend all this out with the Real Techniques Beauty Sponge, and this does not appear to be blending out. Oh my god. We're running into problems here, people. Oh my god, this is literally not blending. Oh my god. Why? Okay, I'm gonna grab some like Fix Plus or something to try and make this a little bit more blendable. BRB. Okay, so let's try and spritz this. Maybe it's because the sponge is too dry or something. I don't know. Okay, let's see how this works now. Wow, this looks terrible. There's no saving this. I let this sit on my face for too long. I had to answer a phone call and huge mistake. Oh my god, this isn't blending out. Crap. I have to literally drag the product where I normally wouldn't have to. Blending it in with that contour that we applied as if that's going to save me. This is so bad, you guys. I think that's as good as it's gonna get. So we're gonna move on to foundation to hopefully try and smooth all this out. Okay, so now I'm gonna take the Cover FX Power Play Foundation and try and save this mess that we got going on. This is a matte foundation, so I'm not sure how it's gonna like be on top of powder, but I'm gonna just dot some on my face. I'm gonna do a little bit at a time because I don't want what just happened with the concealer to happen to the foundation. I don't want it to dry out. Yeah, this looks pretty bad. Maybe it doesn't look that bad on camera, but it's not the best in person. But you know what, we're gonna try and make it work. I'm gonna just take a little bit more, apply that to my forehead. So it's pretty much the foundation done. If this wasn't looking bad already, it's about to get a whole lot worse because now I have to apply the first step, which is primer. So I'm gonna take some primer here on my fingers and just rub that onto my face. Nothing about this feels right, by the way. Nothing. I really don't want to do this. Why couldn't I use like a spray or something? I'm gonna just pat it onto my face. How about that? All this is doing is just removing foundation. Great. I'm gonna take a mirror and really get a close look at what this looks like. Okay, so it is patchy, especially in areas where I have a lot of texture. It's not the absolute worst. I give it a 5 out of 10. So that's pretty much the entire face done. Now I'm going to move on to the eyes. For the eyes, the very last thing that I do is apply brow bone highlight. For my eyeshadow palette today, I'm going to be taking the Sweet Peach palette from Too Faced, and I'm going to take this eyeshadow right here called Nectar and apply that to the brow bone so you guys can see the eyes a bit better. So I'm just applying the shimmer to my brow bone because that's what I would normally do. So I'm going to go in with a lid color. For the lid color, I think I'm going to use this shade here called Luscious. So I'm going to just take that on this flat shader brush here. Then after that, after my lid color, I would do the outer crease color. For my outer crease color, I'm going to be taking the e.l.f. crease brush. I'm going to take the color Summer Yum, which is this darker shade right here. So I'm just taking that color, putting it in the outer corner, and then bringing it into the crease. And then for my transition color, which would be the first eyeshadow that I would put down, so I'm going to use two. The first one being Puree, which is this one, and then the second one, Peaches and Cream, which is this one. I obviously would first apply Peaches and Cream and then Puree, but since I'm doing this backwards, I'm going to do Puree first, and then the lighter shade at the very end. Now I'm pretty much going to do what I did in the crease to the lower lash line, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I just came to the realization that I did this wrong. Crap. I was supposed to put eyelashes on first and then do my eyeshadow, and I just realized that now. Does that disqualify me from this challenge? Okay, I'm going to put on the lashes and I will be right back. Let's just ignore this little hiccup, okay? This is my first time doing this, so can't really get mad at me. I made a mistake. I forgot. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Went ahead and did my eyelashes. Now I'm going to do the first step that I would normally do, and that would be priming my eyes. So taking the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot and just covering up everything I just did. Can I just take a moment of silence for this eye makeup look? Just... It pains me to do this. My eyelashes are all wonky as well. Let me just point that out. That is my eyes primed, everything completely gone, erased, like it never happened. I did something else wrong. Lips. I should have done that before I did my foundation, and I didn't do that. So let's do that now. Starting with lipstick, because I always go in with lip liner first, so we're going to go in with lipstick. For lipstick, I'm using the Sephora Collection Rouge Cream Lipstick in the shade Charmer. This lip liner is the NYX Ever Lip Liner. Okay, now we move on to eyebrows. So the last thing that I do when I do my eyebrows is I set them in place. So I'm going to do that first using the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. My eyebrows need some serious tweezing. Now taking my NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Black, I'm going to fill in my eyebrows. So this completes the challenge. So you guys, this pretty much wraps up the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Turn on the bell notifications so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. And if you have suggestions of videos that you would like me to film, leave them down in the comments below. And I will see you next time. Bye!